Hey guys, welcome back to Travel Check-ins with Saidah
and Germaine.
So today, if you are an American and you're considering coming to Kenya, Germaine and I want to just give you a little introduction to how you may be treated as a Black American in Kenya. So Germaine, is there a difference? Do you feel like we get treated differently when people realize we're Black Americans rather than Kenyans, Black Kenyans?
Well, I answer it like this. For me, they know I'm backing off the rip. So I can't say I know there's a difference between treatment of me, because it's always the same. Because nobody thinks, yeah, he's Kenyan. Like,
you don't think anybody ever thinks you're Kenyan?
Well, you saying ever, but yeah, like walking down the street.
In your own body, have you ever felt like somebody thought you were Kenyan and then, you know?
I think if I walk in a place and I just say, okay, or we at a restaurant and I'll say, chumbi, like we did, right? Then I think it confuses people. Okay. Right, but just off the rip?
Yes.
Nah, because be honest with you, it's eyes everywhere I go. Do you disagree?
No, I don't disagree, but this is me personally now.
Yeah, you.
I think that there are some things that maybe you could do to come across as more Kenyan.
Like what?
Not saying you need to do them, and not saying anybody who comes to Kenya needs to do anything.
No, I don't feel like I have to, but what? Give me
Well, using Kiswahili.
Well, I do sometimes, don't I?
Germaine, you get in the car. Hey, how you doing, man? Good morning. How are you doing? You don't hit them with no Swahili at all.
I don't say her body.
No.
See, you don't be paying attention.
No.
I be they frisky sasa.
Germaine.
See, you don't pay. You know why? Because you're on the other line.
Germaine, do you see how fast I get through security?
Cause the way you look ain't what you sound like. They hear your her body, her asabui.
Yeah.
They be like, no, we know you trying.
So
but I got you.
So just like all jokes aside, right?
Yeah.
When you come here as a Black American, I think that, do you think the majority of people who come here as Black Americans, do they get treated a certain kind of way? And if so, how do you get treated as a Black American here? Let's answer that.
I feel like when you go places, you get more of a royal kind of treatment to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's aggravating, because people automatically assume you got some kind of money, and really you kind of do compared to the average citizen, right?
Yeah.
But it's okay sometimes. Sometimes it's like, I wish I could just fit in.
Right. So if you're here short term, then that's good. Like, you want to feel like, okay, I'm a tourist, I'm on vacation. I want to feel like I'm being catered to, because that's what we go on vacation for. We go to the resorts, we pay all of this money. Right. That's what we're paying the high price tag for. But when you're living here in Kenya for a long period of time, you just want to feel like you live here and you don't want this preferential treatment. But because there's two sides of the preferential treatment, right? It
ain't always preferential either.
Well,
just to be honest with you.
Elaborate then. So if it's not what's preferential, elaborate what you mean.
Well, what I mean is, okay, like say we go outside of Nairobi, right? Everybody's not always expecting something for you or trying to cater to you. Sometimes it's who is that?
Well, I consider preferential treatment meaning people doing things for you quickly and with excellence.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean too. But sometimes it ain't quickly with excellence. Sometimes it's like, who is this stranger over here?
Well, for me, then that's not preferential treatment. That's just curiosity. They're like, who is that?
I know.
But so what I'm saying is, like, when you're here, right? When people come here as a Kenyan, right? They'll get that when people come here as an American, yes, they'll get that preferential treatment. Right. But you were saying that sometimes it's not preferential treatment. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, just what I said. It's not, because when somebody's looking at you with a crazy face, right? That, who wants that? I mean,
okay, gotcha.
Right, now I got to see you do they want some smoke or not. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So do you feel like you're seen more as a tourist here?
You know what? That's a good description. Sometimes I feel like I'm a constant tourist, not because where I live at or who I'm around, because I'm around different kind of people, right? They once people know you, they're like, okay, yeah, you like Kenya, it don't matter. But I'm constantly in a place where people don't know me, right? Nairobi's a huge city, man. This is like size of Atlanta or something like that. So people not gonna know you. It's like I'm a constant tourist.
And I think Germaine and I have different experience because I don't feel like a constant tourist here. I just feel like I fit in. If anything, I feel like sometimes I don't get preferential treatment because I think people assume that I'm Kenyan, which is okay, but it comes with the territory. And then it depends on like what a person is coming to Kenya for. So if a person is coming to Kenya for, like I said, a visit, a vacation, then they're going to want that, I guess, maybe feeling kind of where they stand out. Because when you're a tourist, people are calling you, like they want you to come over and look at their wares. Whereas me, nobody's calling me to come look at their shop or anything like that. Because it's just like now I just kind of like, I fit in. I got the face now when I'm walking down the street, you know.
Even I close my mouth sometimes, and sometimes people try to figure it out. But if I'm walking with you and a bunch of Kenyans, I'm getting called first. I don't care if I don't say anything, I'm getting called. I'm getting used to it, right? Yeah. So, and I don't want preferential treatment. Nah, I think everybody just want like fair and decent treatment, right? Yeah. So,
unless they're on vacation, I think people do want preferential treatment.
Oh yeah, because you want to be catered to, but I ain't on vacation.
Right. So you're saying like just like day-to-day living, you're not looking for preferential treatment, and you don't want it.
Truthfully, yeah, I don't want it. I want fair treatment. Like the other stuff, I don't like all the eyes on you. Now I'm gonna just be honest with you. Can I just be honest with the people?
Yes, be honest with the people.
Like in America, right? I'm not really that light. Saidah says I am. But here, that light skin standing out. Hey brother, you light skin, you lighter than me, you gonna stand out. Unless you look, I guess, more Indian, Arab kind of looking. Because, we might be the same complexion, but people just look different. So if people perceive you to be like maybe Indian, Arab, something like that, then you may not get it. Yeah. But regular old American light-skinned black,
you're just seen as a Mzungu and a foreigner
for the most part.
So that's one of the downsides of living here for you, especially, right?
Yes, I'm not gonna cry about it, right? I'm not a baby, but at the same time, it is what it is. No, I'm not crying at all, but just got to give you the real.
Right. So what about like the locals expecting handouts or and not just that. So let's talk about how, like, as an American living here in Kenya, some local people do expect handouts and will actually ask you for handouts. Like, you'll be, at an establishment and you can be asked for a handout, not just on the street handouts. I'm talking about.
Oh, I know what you mean.
From somebody who works at an establishment. So talk to me about that, but also talk to me, I guess, about Kenyans thinking we're, as Black Americans, are loud and arrogant.
Well, let me start with the first one. The handout thing is the good thing about being Black American. This ain't nothing new. Like somebody talking about handout, man.
Can I get what they say? Can I get 5,000 shillings?
Yeah, but that same thing is get $20 in the States, right? But it's less. So the handouts here is less. So what I mean is, like, when you're in the States, people ask you for that too. Yeah. So it's not like when you come here that it's any different. The only difference for me and others is I'm going to get asked first, right? Because they already know what you call it, Mzungu, whatever you want to call me at this point, right? I know I'm going to get it first, but.
First before who?
For the Kenyans, really. Just to be honest with you. Okay. If I'm walking around, because it's been a proven fact to me at this point, I'll look around because I want to see, and just like somebody got a freight on me, true.
Maybe it's the looking around.
Everybody's looking. No, I'm not like ooh. I'm looking like with my eyes. I'm kind of seeing, right? I'm not because I want to know. They don't see me looking. Mm-hmm. So, and then when I think they're gonna look, I kind of turn away. But next thing I know, hey, it's funny to me sometimes. Sometimes I can be. But see, like I said, back at home, right? It's not like it's any different. You just first. So think about it now. When we back at home, if you just say you in the hood and you see a white dude coming, what they gonna say? Hey, Mr. White Folks, or something like that, right? He getting it done first, so I'm getting Mr. White Folks treatment here. That's all it is, just to be honest with you. So it's not like yeah.
But I'll say this, Germaine. Mm-hmm. You get preferential treatment even more than I do.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
I'm invisible. Here in Kenya, I feel like, okay, I'm invisible.
You like being invisible? I
don't mind it. But like when I get back, like when we moving around Kenya, like we in the CBD or when we out about or whatever, yes, I love feeling invisible. I love feeling like I blend in, whereas he doesn't feel like he blends in.
Don't feel like it, do I?
No, you don't. But even when we get back to like when we're at a wherever we are at, right, restaurant, hotel, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm treated like a Kenyan. Like unless they know I'm with him. It's like almost like they don't want to open the door for me. They don't want to get my bags, that kind of stuff. Unless they just know. Like I am invisible. They go talk to him all the time. They look past me.
Well, a lot of times that's a cultural thing, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And you said you like it.
It's okay. I do like it. I don't mind it, but I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah.
I see the discrimination.
I don't know about no discrimination.
It's gender discrimination.
That's a lie. I don't believe it.
Gender discrimination.
That's a lie.
They like bosses talk to bosses.
Well, how's that gender discrimination?
Because they only talk to men bosses.
Okay, what does that mean?
I don't know. Come on.
Now you're going down a rabbit hole now.
Okay. But yes, it could feel weird. So I will say this: as Americans, we do find ourselves in situations where things feel weirder than they do in the States, because you always feel like a Mzungu. Doesn't that feel weird at sometimes? Don't you be like, all right, come on now, what we doing here? We all black.
It is, but let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta embrace your Mzungu-ness. It is what it is, because the only way you're gonna have a good time is to embrace it, right? You go out every day saying, "Ooh, I'm Kenyan today." Man, you'll be sorely disappointed when you go out in these streets.
Right.
So me, I embrace who I am. Like, that's it. So
are there any things or any ways that we're treated as Black Americans here in Kenya that maybe surprised you? Like, has anything surprised you based on what you thought when you came?
You know what's surprising to me? Like, if I use any Kiswahili, how that changes the mood on anything. And I do it a lot. So that's how I'm able to kind of be okay.
That's why I tell you to lead with it. That way, because if we know that when people see you, they're already making assumptions, and if they have to say, okay, is he Kenyan or is he Black American or just Western American, UK, London, wherever, right?
Right.
They leaning towards you is a foreigner.
Well, ain't no leaning.
So if that's the case, right?
Right.
And you want to maybe avoid some of that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe put some parameters in place.
Ain't no avoiding it.
No, I'm asking Kenyans. Hey guys, what we want to know is there anything Germaine can do to help kind of blend in a little bit more? Give us some tips down in the comment section. And not saying he wants to be a Kenyan because he's an American. That's just who he is, Southern boy. But we just want to know your ideas in the comment section.
Right. Now let me explain myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, you said I get in, especially like a Uber, right?
Yeah.
You see I leave. First of all, a lot of time they leave and they'll be like, hello, right? I'm just going to keep it real, because a lot of times what happens is we'll exchange some pleasantries in Kiswahili, and they'll say one more thing, then I'm caught out there. Then I'm looking crazy. I'm like, hey man,
no,
I don't know what you mean.
You're not caught out there. But what I think it is like it just knocks that whole idea out of their mind of them thinking, okay, he's American, and I think it kind of switches a little bit and lets them know, okay, yeah, he could still be American, but he has gone that mile to maybe learn some Swahili and that helps him to maybe integrate with the community.
I think I do that a lot, just to be honest with you.
Okay. What you do a lot? Use Kiswahili a lot?
Yeah, I throw it out there.
Germaine, but when we get in the taxi, you wait till the driver says something to you when you could just get in. Habari ya asubuhi. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't jump in and say her body sometimes. Hey man, I ain't got to put on no act every day. I ain't got no time for all that. It is what it is. Me and him go deal with what we got. He going on. I ain't got time for all that.
Okay. Well, so for people who are coming here, do you have any additional things that maybe they need to know about?
This is what I would say, right, from my personal experience. Just embrace who you are, man. You a foreigner coming here, especially like I do know some Kiswahili a little bit,
you
like Kidogo, but if you come here knowing zero,
and you talking about living here, you might want to take some time to start learning some Kiswahili.
Yes, I think you
especially if you, I don't know how to say it because I don't think it's based on colors. I don't think it's based on like skin complexion, because I don't think just because somebody comes here and they're brown or dark or whatever that they're going to be mistaken for a Kenyan, because some Kenyans look at other people and say, no, that's a Ugandan, oh no, that's a Nigerian.
Yeah, they're good at identifying people,
what
but except you.
Yes, but what I'm saying is like when you come, right, if you can take some time to learn some Kiswahili, I think that'll be tremendously helpful to you.
I do
especially if you're here for longer than, like, say you stay in longer than 6 months, because some of this stuff gets old. The begging gets old. The people thinking you a bag of money gets old. All of that gets old. And some of the ways to kind of like offset that is to figure out ways to like matriculate or to integrate or assimilate into the culture.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll run into stuff, right? Somebody might ask you for something with me, and I'll be like, "See no pesa," and dude like, "What?" Then he started laughing, and I started laughing, and it kind of like if you're in a different place, right? You're just gonna have different experience. Exactly. All of them not pleasant. What you can do is turn the situation around. Sometimes. Yeah. So that's why I like the culture here, and I think just being able to speak some Kiswahili is like respecting the culture to a certain extent. You come in here like we in the U.S., right? Don't we expect people to speak
English?
English, right? Even though most people here do speak in English, yes, still we know the predominant thing is Kiswahili.
Most foreigners who come here, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of foreigners who come here, and I think especially Black Americans may not take the time to learn Kiswahili. Right. And I think if you want to make your integration better and easier, especially if you're talking about, and you guys can let me know in the comment section, especially if you're talking about going to some of the places like Kilifi and Malindi, where in Watama, where it's crazy. Less English spoken from what I understand, and I could be wrong, and more Kiswahili. I think you need some Kiswahili down there. So if you're considering moving to Kenya, coming to Kenya, visiting Kenya, to kind of scope out, whether or not you want to move here, I think you should learn some Kiswahili, and we have a video with 6 phrases that you should know, or 6 Kiswahili phrases you should know. I'll try to remember to link to it at the end of this video, but it's called 6 Kiswahili phrases you should know as an American, I think I did tourist, and you can search those through our videos, and those 6 will help you. You ain't even got to do
Don't come in saying jumbo because you caught off the rip.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you're caught off the rip.
Because then you're just going to say, hey, I'm a tourist.
Yeah, but just try to learn the language if you can. You're not going to be able to learn the complete language, but just make an attempt, and I think everything will work. You see, I'm still here, right? I hadn't gone anywhere because I still like it here. I still love it here. So yeah, we good. We just make these videos so you won't come being sorely disappointed as soon as something goes the way you don't like it.
Because it can get annoying to be like targeted for the begging, or people wanting you to look at their shop or buy their stuff. Right. Especially if you're going there multiple times. Like Germaine has to say, they want us to buy these tourist trinkets sometimes when we go different places. And Jermaine's like, I live here. Or
I don't want that.
He's like, I'm not buying that or whatever.
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but we're good.
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys checking into this video. Make sure you put some likes on this video. And don't forget, guys, when we get to 10,000 subscribers, we are going to be taking the DNA test to see where we are from in Africa. So make sure you share this video with your friends, share our channel with your friends, let them know about Travel Check-In so they can subscribe to our channel as well if you find value on our channel. And I guess we will catch you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.
All right.